What is up, Cahir Club? And welcome back to another CahirLIVE live stream. How goes it? I hope everybody's weeks have been going well so far. It is Monday. Boo. 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 But yeah, hello Brugger, hello Robin, hello Emily. How goes it? How goes it? I hope your Mondays have been well. But yeah, today we are doing some shiny hunting in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Last shiny hunting stream we were doing EVs, and we got 2 EVs and a Mareep, which is something. But yeah, today we're going to be doing Regice. We are about at 1,380 encounters right now. So that's still under half odds, but who knows? Maybe we'll get it today. That'd be pretty dope, I think. That'd be pretty cool indeed. Yeah, not bad. Hell yeah. Me, yeah, I'm doing pretty solidly, thanks. Yeah, had a decently chill day myself, as per usual. But yeah, let's hop right into it. Get some loading the screen simulator up here. With how fast these games load. Oh, now it connects to the internet. I was thinking it wasn't gonna. My Switch does this weird thing where I have to, like, show it the Wi-Fi box to, like, make it connect. Sometimes, like, it'll just disconnect, and I'll, like, have to take it all the way downstairs, and I'll have to, like, bring it up to the Wi-Fi box and then connect, and only then will it connect with no issue. And, I mean, maybe it's just because the Wi-Fi box is too far away or something, but it's annoying. It annoys me when I have to do it. It is confusing. On a pog, as they say. Awesome. Managed to finish Metroid Prime today. Yo! How was it? I hope it was good. Yeah, I think it's cool that they remade it. I wonder if they'll remake the other ones. Yeah, you also got your card collection valued this weekend. Oh, hell yeah. You willing to drop any values, or, you, keeping that one to yourself? Fair enough if you are. No pressure and whatnot. To tell. How was mine? Yeah, mine was decent enough. I took a walk, which was nice. I've been trying to. I've not been doing like daily walks. They haven't been like long walks, but I'm trying to like start being at least more like spiritually good in my day, if that makes sense. Like, I take walks as often as possible. If it's like raining or too close to like school hours, because there's a school like nearish enough where like if I walk when school is let out, like there'll just be like a wave of students and it'll be way too awkward to like do that. And yeah, making sure I'm like staying cleaner and stuff. It was pretty fun and remastered. And they said put it on eBay for 800 and reserved 1100. Yo, that's pretty hype. Wait, so are you gonna sell it, or did you just want to value the collection? My phone isn't silenced, which isn't that great. I don't know, sometimes like Instagram Reels will play when it is silenced, but sometimes they won't, and I don't really get the difference between that. Maybe it's my fault for using Instagram Reels. Probably. But yeah, other than that, Kite surprised me by getting me Kerbal Space Program, which was extremely kind of him. So, I was playing that for most of the day, getting the hang of it, because it is a very in-depth game. I'm now finding out. A lot of moving parts. And I don't just mean the planets and the spaceships. You just realized today that there are special GIFs of a series on YouTube. What do you mean GIFs? As in, like, online there are GIFs of it, or, like, you can access it on YouTube? Yeah, planning on setting up. You're recommended to get the last few, as you wasn't aware that there was a base set 2, which is a different set. Ah, understandable. Like on Discord. Yeah, Discord has got a lot of GIFs, hasn't it? I'm pretty sure it just uses a site called, I think it's Giphy it uses, which means that if anybody uploads a GIF to that, like, you can access any of those. So I don't know if, I assume those sites are, like, publicly accessible. Anyone can put a GIF on it. So you just need, like, one fan of a series, and then you'll start getting GIFs. Unless I'm incorrect on that. But yeah, it's interesting because, a lot of sites seem to be, like, adding GIFs to comments now. Reddit's had it for a bit. And Instagram looks like it's rolling it out. Which is interesting. So pretty much, those are common and uncommon ones you need. And one hollow. Oh, okay, that's actually pretty good. And not much then. Not much and you'll be done, that's hype. Regice. We shuffled? We're not shuffled. I was talking about it the other stream, but YouTube's, like, playlist feature, they've, like, messed up the loop UI. So, like, the button for loop initially, like, if you press it to loop the playlist, it won't change. And it'll only change when you press it again, at which point it loops, like, the one video in the playlist. I don't know if that's, like, a very misledly intentional thing, but it's very annoying. I'm not a fan of it at all. And hopefully they change it soon. Like, I think being able to loop one video in the playlist is a nice ability, but, like, all the UI does is confuse me. Which isn't really that good. Right. Sounds pretty weird. It is, it is. Not nice at all. Alright, speaking of Instagram Reels, actually. Segue. What was it called? I don't know. I do find myself watching a few of those, Oh, wait. Also, your weekend's been kind of bad due to the SD card you had to save data on Nintendo Switch. It's corrupted permanently. You checked it in a different way on PC, and it says it's format. It says format when trying to fix it. Oh no. Oh, that is not good at all. Do you know if you can, like, bring it to, like, a store or something to help with that, or is it just toasted now? Finally, someone else who's suffering from resetting the game for the 400th time? Yeah, no, that's just a soft reset hunt, though. How it be? Especially since I don't think... I'm pretty sure the Shiny Charm in BDSP only works with eggs. So... this is just full odds as well. But that's fine. But yeah, as I was saying about Instagram Reels, it's also about TikToks and YouTube Shorts and whatnot, because I'm talking about those, like, Reddit videos, where, like, I don't know, sometimes I wonder how many of those are, like, actually real and whatnot, as in, like, real Reddit posts. Because I feel like at this point they could start to get to the point where they, like, AI generate Reddit posts, and no one would know. I feel like a decent portion of Reddit posts are, like, am I the arsehole posts, relationship advice, all that stuff is probably fake anyway. Like, you can kind of tell when it's, like, a bait to, like, get everybody in the comments to be sexist or something. You can smell it. It has that aura. Mango, hello, how goes it? I hope your week's been well. But yeah, I don't know, they're easy to watch. Like, especially because, like, I'm dyslexic. So, like, when I see, like, a big Reddit post, I'm probably gonna skip it anyway. The week has started, yeah, but I just meant, like, how I hope your week's gone off to a good start. Is that a better way of phrasing it, huh? You happy now? Also, some people consider the week start as Sunday. I don't, but some people do. But yeah. They're easy to watch, fun content. I can see why they do so well on these apps and such. But sometimes, especially on like Instagram, because I think the length is too short, they just cut off. Sometimes it's like a deliberate act of the creator to make like a part 1 and part 2 for more views over time, make the person actively have to go out of their way to click on the profile to find out the next part. But yeah, I'll get the thought, yeah. But like, there's a specific kind of person I'm a big fan of, and that is the kind of person who go out of their way to find the post that's being referenced, and comment the rest of it in the comments. Because like that's like generally a shorter bit of text as well. And like, I'd rather battle my dyslexia than like give in to this person trying to get more views from me. So that's good, I think. I like those people. They're carrying society on their backs. People who comment the rest of Reddit stories underneath those Reddit TikToks that only have like half of the story are carrying society on their backs. Clip. That was my original intention with that statement, but I realized that I could summarize it. I could give a TDLR. I could give a nice TDLR, and boom. But yeah, it's interesting how, like, I feel like Reddit content... Oh no, just remember that you should have gone to the store today. Oh no. Can you go early tomorrow? Because if you go early tomorrow, then what you could also do is pick up a croissant from the store, and boom, you have something nice for breakfast. I'm a genius. My brain, so large. I love croissants. But yeah, I wonder where that whole... in my floor came from. It's gaping and it's speaking to me. I don't really know what's up with that. It really wants me to get in it, but like, I feel like I shouldn't. You know? Like, just the ominous sounds really make me go, ooh, you know? You ever get that? You ever have that? I get it occasionally. It'll have closed by, like, the end of the week. As long as I don't get in it, you know, you just gotta not. You're unsure if the store sells croissants, to be honest. Then you're gonna have to find another store. If it doesn't sell croissants, then it's just not worth your time. Croissant slap. You found Costco do incredible croissants. Oh, interesting. That is pretty cool. Maybe I will check them out sometime. I think there's a Costco nearby. I don't know, for like a while in school. This is gonna sound stuck up, but like, stay with me. I used to have like, chocolate croissants pain au chocolat for breakfast. And they were good. You do not have a Costco nearby. That is a tragedy. I don't know, I've not actually had much from Costco. I remember once, like, a friend had, like, a birthday party, and he got, like, Costco pizzas, because those are really fucking large. Like, those are huge. Like, they can feed a party, alright. And that was pretty cool. But other than that, I've not really gone into Costco much. Personally. You know? No. No. Maybe I should investigate more. Oh, what was I saying? Pain au chocolats. I was saying pain au chocolats. I had those for breakfast and it was nice. They are nice. I love pain au chocolats. I love me a good pain au chocolat. And just like a regular croissant as well. But you do know a place that you think have the croissants? Hell yes. My mission has been reinstated. But it's a coffee shop, so you think they're a bit of money. No. Steal it. Actually, I shouldn't condone stealing. No, I need to check something. Condone definition. Accept behavior that's considered morally wrong or offensive. Okay, so I don't condone stealing. That's the correct way around it. You've been once to the one about 5 minutes from your place. Maybe you should make use of the fact you get free membership from work. Yo, that's pretty hype. You should. Any free or cost-cutting stuff always slaps. Checks if condoning stealing is against TOS. I mean, like, I'm encouraging, like, I'd be encouraging, like, a cut crime, you know? My most popular short is me saying that murder's funny, actually. Maybe I shouldn't worry that much. Maybe people will just assume I'm joking. I mean, people didn't assume I was joking in that short. That's one of the funny things about it. Is, like, for, like, a solid month or two after, I had a bunch of people being like, yikes. Condoning murdering? That's pretty yikes, bro. That's pretty worrying. That's a red flag. That's a bad thing. It was funny. But it made me worry for, like, the average YouTube short person commenter's IQ. You know? Like, I don't know. I feel like YouTube shorts are just one of the most toxic places. Like, YouTube short comments. And shorts in general. Maybe not in general, actually. There's probably, like, as much sexist, like, TikToks and stuff. But, like, there's a lot of, like, nasty stuff going around in shorts, and YouTube likes recommending it to just anyone. They'll just put hate on your feed for, like, no reason. But, like, the commenters, they are also very mean. Wait, I need to move my model just slightly over, I think. What? Hey, I was getting annoyed because my ear was being cut off by, like, the side of the thing. And I didn't appreciate that. I do not appreciate my ear getting cut off. As I'm sure you might be able to understand, you know? Condoning murder is based. Wait, no, I shouldn't be nodding to that. Anyway. But yeah, no, like, I get, like, the occasional, like, positive comment on TikTok, where they're like, wow, you got that shiny? Hell yeah. Or, like, some interesting fact about whatever I'm doing. Hehe, funny clip. That's a good point. That could be a funny clip. But yeah, sometimes I'll get like a nice little fun comment on TikTok. I've only just started posting on Instagram again. But on YouTube Shorts, like if I get a comment like about 7 times out of 10, it's just someone telling me I'm cringe, or like being like, "What has society come to? This is disgusting," and whatnot. And it's like, okay, buddy. Sure. You do you. I always make sure to heart the comments because I find it funny. I always remember when I got called cringe by someone called like Poggy Catboy or something. Like, it sticks with me just because the amount of stones and glass houses that are being thrown there. Like, buddy, look in the mirror. Anyway. This song's a banger. I really like the Great Canyon theme. How noticeable is the shiny version of the boy? Very on. It's like a slightly different shade of blue. It's like a slightly darker blue than normal. Which means it's not all that visible. Which means I just have to wait for the sparkle, which should be... Part of me starting to doubt it. But I think it's just like, it should be there. Like the shiny sparkle should just be immediately after it lands. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 19% sure. Maybe 18? Round that down to 15. But yeah, like, this is a pretty realistic, like, length of time for this hunt to go on at this point anyway. Because it's about 1 in 4,000 odds, so I never really expected it to be that fast. If you use Ditto to clone a shiny, is Ditto a shiny clone or a normal clone? I know in older games it was like a normal clone. Not a normal clone. What was it called? If Ditto was shiny, it would, like, transform into a shiny version of the Pokemon it transformed into. But I don't know if it does in modern games. I feel like Rob's the kind of person to know a fact like that. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, you're right. It's just before you send out a Pokey. Okay, cool. Thank you for the check. I don't know, I was more sure than I was acting, I was. But I do appreciate the confirmation because there were seeds of doubt. So I was looking up the shiny fact. What fact? Does a shiny Ditto transform into a regular or a shiny version of a Pokemon? Boing boing. Wait, no, I just had a new train of thought, but I completely forgot the new train of thought. You believe it is regular? Ah, fair. That is a shame. It would be cool if it was shiny. Oh no, not the train. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The train is gone. Out the window. Lost. For good. What am I gonna do? I swear, if my brain was like a functional railway, it wouldn't be a functional railway, it would be like one of the worst. Like, there'd be like a solid 75% chance if you get on a train, it's not going to reach its destination. It's just going to go missing halfway there. I would not encourage you to buy tickets to the Cahir Brain Railway. You would not come back. Depends if the Pokemon you're using is shiny, though. As in a normal Ditto would transform into a shiny Charizard. Like if you used a Ditto, you were fighting a shiny Charizard and you transformed into the shiny Charizard, you'd be shiny. Why was I down there? Anyway. Yeah, that can happen. Okay, yeah. And then I was also wondering if a shiny Ditto would transform into a shiny version of a normal Charizard. Exact copy, okay, exact copy. Interesting. Nice, nice indeed. Doo-doo. I forgot to add a new playlist. It's fine. I'll do it at some point. One day there'll be a new playlist and you'll be like, whoa, is that a new playlist? And I'll be like, yeah. Yeah, it is. Alright. I'm just double checking that, like, you can hear me alright, because I'm deliberately speaking calmer today. Because I realized that I'd kind of slipped into, like, the YouTuber voice. Like, I'd never really consciously decided I was going to do the YouTuber voice, but, like, I was kind of starting to do one. Like, with the, what is up, Cahir Club? Like, I realized that's a very, like, YouTuber-y voice. And I wondered if maybe I should just be more chill. Because I feel like the most compliments I've gotten on my voice are just, like, the fact it's a chill voice, you know? Multiple people have reported falling asleep to my voice. Like, with my stream on in the background. So I felt like maybe I should lean into it, but like if I'm inaudible, then I should probably just speak clearer. But yeah, it feels like everybody speaks with like very hyper voices. Oh no, he's called the influencer virus. What is up, guys? And today we're going to be doing the Can I Stream for 4 hours challenge. Wait, no, it's 3 hours. I stream for 3 hours. We're doing the Can I Stream for 3 hour challenge. We'll all be finding out if I can stream for 3 hours straight. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you want to see more of this content. Oh, it's progressing faster than predicted. Exactly, it is. It's like a zombie virus. The Last of Us. But instead of, like, fungal infection, like a fungus, just, they turn into influencers. You just, like, you're running from a bunch of them as they're all, like, chasing you. And, like, from the background, they're like, what is up, YouTube? Fungus Among Us. I think you've caught it as well, Mango, if you're talking about Among Us. I think you're an imposter. Alright. quite sussy, Barker. No. No. Oh god, that dealt psychic damage. You've been here watching quite a bit. Damn Yuka there. You need them shiny Regice. Same. Same, I also do. Hopefully sometime soon. But I guess we'll find out. I guess we will see. But yeah, hello Aimwise. I hope your week's been well. Well, the start of it, at least. I don't know, my like knee-jerk reaction to seeing someone in chat, like, I hope your week's been well. And like, it kind of works on Monday, but it doesn't really. At least I don't stream on like Monday morning. Because then it'd be really bad, wouldn't it? I could not stream on Monday morning, I'll be real. That'd be a hard stream. I'd be like groggy and shit. Any morning, really. It'd be like, what is up? Cahir Club, welcome to another CahirLIVE live stream. Today, I'll be going back to bed. That'd be me. I'd be snoozing. At least you don't stream in the morning. At least I don't stream in the morning. I used to do like mid-afternoon streams. That was like a solid period of time where like I streamed about like 3-ish on a Friday. But in the end I was like, nah, I'm gonna keep that consistent. Well, at the time it was about 9 PM. Yeah, at the time it was about 9 PM my stream time. But, yeah, at the time it was about 9 PM. But, almost a year ago now, I changed it to be a bit earlier. I'd like to act as if my sleep cycle was helped by it, but it was not. My sleep cycle is just as bad as it always has been. My sleep cycle is on a raft in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Just drifting along, closer and closer to America. Maybe it'll even be Titanic. Hit by an iceberg, that'd be pretty interesting. Not good, but interesting. This is a good song. I really like Village Bridge. That sounds like one of the ASMR videos you listen to help you get to sleep. As in Village Bridge. Because Village Bridge is a good one. Easily one of my favorite areas in a Pokemon game. Black and White remake, but it's not actually a remake, it's just a remake of Village Bridge. I just want to see Village Bridge again. All I want to do is see Village Bridge once more. It's the best place. No, the raft floating along are understandable. You just sleep an hour ahead of your time zone. Due to your phone and everything is the wrong time, oh no. Why, because of daylight savings, or are you not daylight saving yet? I hate daylight savings, I'm gonna be real. I'm not a daylight savings fan. I guess they don't really affect my life that much at the moment. Where are we going? Are we going forward or back? Spring forward. Which means 3 PM would be 4 PM. Which means 3 AM would be 4 AM. That's not going to be good for my sleep cycle. Yeah, I feel like spring forward can be interpreted any other way. Alright. You guys make sure you're staying hydrated as well, you hear? Hydration do be important. Love me a good bit of hydration. You gotta drink water. It's the law. I mean, it kind of is, I guess, because if you don't drink water, you will die. It'll take a few days, but you'll die. And I can vouch myself that that would be suboptimal. That would be not ideal. Death, you heard it here first, folks, death is suboptimal. I don't know whose comment ends with fucking same, so my cycle doesn't have to readjust. And I apologize for not being able to read it. But YouTube censorship has gotten a lot worse recently, so I cannot see any messages with swears in them at all anymore. Which is kind of fucking dumb. I don't know why this has been done, but it has. So, I apologize for not being able to read your message. You're gonna test that? I mean, like, you could test it if you want, but I know it's... That's pretty dumb it was yours. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, no, like... I don't know why it's been happening. I don't know why they've done it. But it seems like even on live chat you can't swear anymore. At least, like... Unless I've done something wrong. It appears in, like, my... It appears in the chat box. So maybe I need to be monitoring that as, like, the area. Or something. It showed up on screen. It did show up on screen. And it doesn't show up in my chat box, so I don't really know. I don't really know what the desync is. Can you connect Chatterino to YouTube chats? Maybe? Because Chatterino might work better, because Chatterino is a pretty good chatting thing, but I don't know if it... Give me a moment, because I do kind of want to try this, because the whole... You can't... Okay, no. Chatterino is only Twitch, it seems. That's dumb. Yeah, no, I got nothing. I've got no fix to this conundrum. Other than, I guess, making a new stream elements thing? Maybe? I don't know, I guess I'll try to sort it out between streams, but, like... Yeah. Issue all the same. Issue. I don't really get it though, because like YouTube have recently rolled back a bunch of things where like your video won't be demonetized if you like use more mild curses throughout it. It won't be like age restricted or anything as well. So like you can say shit all you want, for example. But apparently you can't say it in like the live chat. For whatever reason. Unless, again, like... I guess... maybe... it's a consequence of the fact that my account doesn't know how old I am. Because I haven't sent my bloody passport to YouTube. Because I don't want to do that. I might have to at some point, to be fair. Get, like, my ID across. Oh, you had to test it was true for that setting. As in you age verified yourself on YouTube. I mean, yeah, maybe I'll have to at some point, but, like... at least before I'm, like, partnered and stuff, I just would feel weird giving, like, a lot of personal information to YouTube. Pretty disconcerting. There's a swearing not showing. Ah, fair. Did you have any different results? Is it a me issue? Is it a me problem? Is it just my live chat refusing to show me any swears? My live chat wants to keep my chat a Christian YouTube channel. It's just your account or something. It shouldn't rob. Wait, why is my mouth doing that? I don't really know what's happening there. Whereas in Rob, you could see a swearing message. You could see a message with swears in it. You can. Okay, it doesn't even work on... You can yours. You can only see yours. Okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's just generally how it works. Because, like, if I do this, it'll show up in my thing there. You can see it on the chat box. Can you see that message in your chats? You see that? Okay, did you see, like, any messages of Emily swearing? Maybe it's because I'm the creator? I'm gonna be honest, I think that's because I'm the creator. Assumably. Maybe? No, okay. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you can see that message because I am the creator. Because I'm like, as in the streamer, I'm streamer. I'm streamer man, so my messages can be seen. Can you see that? I cannot. I can see you go no, and then can you see that? And then that's all I can see. The plot thickens. Wait, what plot? Because someone else says something that I cannot see? You might be age verified. Oh, okay, if you like send... To be age verified, you actively have to send like your ID to YouTube. Have you done that? To like watch over 18 videos. Maybe I'll have to. So I don't want to be able to just not read YouTube chat messages. Unless there's like another way around it. Some kind of like Chatterino, but for YouTube. Okay, no, literally everybody in that one has been like, yeah, it'd be cool if Chatterino was upgraded for YouTube. You can see the 18 plus videos, lol. Without sex support came. Wait, what? As in, like, you've never had to, like, verify your age? Hello, Felix, how goes it? Sorry, we're just trying to figure out an issue, because it seems like I can't see messages with swears in it, and we're trying to figure out if that's, like, a... me thing, because I've not age verified my channel. Or if it's just like a YouTube-wide thing. You can... what? That's whack. You've been on the platform for about 15 years, though. And maybe it just knows. Maybe it just knows since your account was created so long ago. It's like, yeah, he's gotta be, right? What are the odds that he created it when he was 3? Or less than 3. I feel like that would be particularly unlikely. It'd be impressive if someone did. But yeah, this account is about 2 years old. In fact, it is 2 years old, because the other day I got a message saying it was my YouTube account's anniversary. It was the anniversary of me making this account, this channel. So that's pretty interesting. I just wanted to get it down and out there. It's like I had an official one. And now I stream on it. It's actually almost the year anniversary since I... Your account is 2015 years old if you count your hacked accounts. Well, no, it'd just be your main account's age. I think Rob means, like, his main account's age is 15 years old. Like, I think he means he hasn't changed account since then. When I initially set up your account, you had to give, like, a date of birth and stuff. And checking for, like, Google Plus, if anyone remembers that. I do remember Google Plus. I found it funny, because everybody fucking hated Google Plus. And eventually they just got rid of it. I can't remember why people hated it, they just despised Google+. Everyone was like, using it as the butt of every joke, and I was like, haha, yeah, it sucks. And I didn't really understand why. I did not understand why people had it out for Google+. But it is gone now. It is but a memory in the minds of some people. But yeah, I took ages to make a YouTube account on my own, actually. Because, like, I didn't really need one to watch videos. So... yeah, so you mean as you're super old now, possibly that's why it knows. I mean, super old by, like, penguin standards. The last time I checked, you aren't a penguin. Unless there's, like, some Rob lore I'm not aware of. Same, used to watch without an account, yeah. I remember I don't know, a very vivid memory I have is me just in the back of the, like, standing in the back of the lounge when, like, some family friends were over, while they were all in the kitchen, watching Sky Does Minecraft, Cops and Robbers on my phone. Like, I just fell down into that rabbit hole. And now we know he's a terrible person! Wow! Love that. Don't you just love it when the people who used to idolize turn out to be shit people? Don't worry, I'm genuinely perfect. I've never done anything wrong in my life. Feel free to idolize me all you want. And in fact, you should. Remember Mario 64 bloopers? First thing you watched when you had no account, hell yeah. Oh, actually, I remember I went around to my friends when I was like 10, and he showed me ASTF movie by Tom Scar. And I went home and told my parents about it, at which point they were like, we should probably watch this to make sure it's nothing sus. And it wasn't, so they let me watch more. I actually think you set yours up when you were 14 or 50, so that's roughly 18 years ago. Whack. So, like... yeah, you've been on the platform since the beginning. Since its dawn. Gonna be honest, I'm getting to that point in the hunt where every red ice is shiny in my eyes, and I'm like... don't want to miss it. But it's not, so... it's not shiny. Your YouTube keeps telling you the stream is still upcoming. Same. Same on my end. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, no, it's still saying notify me. Yep. Nope, that is, I don't know if that's affecting my view count. Hopefully not. But it is also doing that for me, so... just a bad day for YouTube, huh? Yeah, hopefully that doesn't mean people aren't aware that I am live and streaming right now, because that would be shitty. Am I on streamer mode? Like, is it saying that I'm streaming right now? Yeah. Yeah, so it's aware that I'm live on, like, Discord. Just not YouTube for whatever reason. Love this platform. We do love a functional platform. Yeah, you remember when it came out? You're in your second year of secondary school. Whack. No, yeah, I was like 4. So I was not aware of what was going on the tubes. When your avatar says I'm live. Yeah. Like, yeah, Discord is saying it. Oh, isn't like my YouTube profile? Has a little like live ring around it? Because if so, that's good at least. The issue is I'm not sure if stream... Yeah, my face on your logo. Hell yeah. Okay, that's good at least. Just the issue is if someone's like browsing through their recommended and they see the stream thumbnail and they see it's like a not live stream, they're probably not gonna click on it. So I don't really get what's up with that, nor how to fix it. Let's like update the stream and see what happens there. Maybe that will help. Make YouTube believe that I'm live. No, it's not. What is up with that? Today is just technical difficulties day, huh? Today is just... things are not going all that right today, huh? Oh well. No biggie. Hopefully it's not a persistent issue. Because that would be... not good. Not good at all. Alright. Maybe I'm gonna get the Regice today and YouTube doesn't want people to know. Whatever that means. Maybe it's because I'm not using my streamer voice today. Maybe it's because I tried to be more chill. Got a hack shiny from Surprise Trade earlier. Didn't realize they were already here. Yeah, no, they were there very quick. There are already like a bunch of those like live streams hovering about on YouTube. They're like trading shinies. Come here, we're trading shinies. Just kind of shitty, but the issue is Pokemon is so popular a franchise at this point. Though like it gets cracked pretty fucking fast. Like I remember BDSP was getting like mods on like the first day. But that was also because like it's very similar in source code to Platinum. Like from what I understand. They basically used the Platinum source code to like build the game off of. So if you can make a mod that works for Platinum, you can probably make a mod that works for BDSP. I think that's why modding in Pokemon's so easy. Like, I would assume modding in Pokemon to, like, Scarlet and Violet is a bit more difficult. But these games, people have, like, proven that it's actually rather easy to. And I think there are quite a few mods out there to just, like, patch in all Pokemon missing from the games. I know there's an attempt to make a Platinum mod. Well, not even an attempt, like a very well fleshed out Platinum that's being worked on, which is kind of whack. It'll be interesting to see that when it's finished. But I ain't got a modded Switch, so I will not be playing it. Yawning. That's work. Oh yeah. Do you guys know about wolf spiders? Try to look up a quick troubleshoot it. It says it might be encoder related. Not sure how viable that is during a live stream though. Wait, encoder is in... I'm gonna be honest, I don't know that much about the technicalities of how a stream works. I just press the go live button. And I go live. I had to use, like, a more in-depth ID system at one point to stream on Twitch once I remember. Said issue did not really persist for that long, because they updated it. Back when I was using XSplit for a bit, and then all of a sudden they just put a watermark at the bottom of the screen if you didn't have the full version. And I was like, well, I was thinking of getting the full version eventually. But like, the fact that you're forcing me to get the full version really rubs me the wrong way, so I'm just going to switch back to Streamlabs. And just not really acknowledge it all that much, because apparently Streamlabs just stole most of the code from OBS. Like, I've tried using OBS a few times. I guess the issue isn't as big now, because I don't really use my mouse as much. But, like, my mouse cursor just didn't show up on screen for whatever reason, which was always really annoying. So I kind of had to use Streamlabs if I didn't want to have to pay for XSplit. Yawn it. Should be in live control room or something? You're not sure. You always used to use OBS. Anyway, wolf spider. I mean, I can... Wait, so where would the live control room be? You know what? I'm just gonna take this as an oh well, and hope it doesn't persist. If it happens next stream, then I'll look into it properly, but this is the first time it's happened, so... I'll just, like, put a ping in the Discord, being like, hey, there's a weird thing going on. I am live. Alright. Let's... Sure, you'll let me know what happens next time. Hell yeah, thank you. But yeah, I watched a video recently. So, cranberry fields actually... Like, farmers often, like, let wolf spiders live on them. To, like, as pest control, basically, to make sure, like, flies and shit don't eat them, eat the cranberries and whatnot, which would obviously be suboptimal. You wouldn't want that. If I was a cranberry farmer, I wouldn't want flies to eat it. So, like, using spiders seems like a pretty good idea. But I'm not sure if you've seen how they harvest cranberries. Have you guys seen, like, how they harvest cranberries? You might have not known what it was. But, it's a very unique way, that's for certain. Because they, like, flood it. They, like, flood the area, and all the cranberries float to the top. and then it's easy to just harvest all of the cranberries up off the surface of the water from there. I really wonder how they figured this out the first time. Was there just like a flood? And it affected like an area where they were growing cranberries and all the cranberries just floated and they were like, wait a fucking second, I've got an idea. But yeah, obviously like a lot of water where like wolf spiders lived, isn't that nice for them? Which means if you go wading through the cranberry field, all the wolf spiders in the area will be like, yo, high ground, and climb on you. All of them. Well, not like all of them. I'm sure some of them like escape it elsewhere. But like a lot of them, they will just crawl onto you and go up and like use you as a climbing frame. So I certainly know I will never be going into one of those cranberry soup areas, because that does not sound like something I'd ever want to do. I'm fine being like a climbing frame for like a money spider. And no thank you, I'll stay away from cranberries, I think. Yeah, no, quite. Like, I'm fine with like money spiders. Like, if a spider's a little guy, I'm like, hell yeah. Keep up the good work, man, you eating them flies. But if the spider's like getting big, like house spiders, too big. No. I'm like, on me? No, do not do that. Spiders is your worst fear, you think? That's fair. I can't slate that. I don't know, like, I'm not... Like, consciously, I know spiders, they're, like, helpful, they eat flies and stuff, really, they're probably not gonna bother humans, most of them aren't venomous, but, like, after they just start to get to, like, a certain size, it's, like, icky. Like, no, don't do that. Too large. Why are your legs so long? Why is your body so hairy? Airplanes for you, Arthur. Like, heights in general? And, like, airplanes as a consequence of that? Or is it just, like, airplanes? No, the cranberry thing freaks you out. It does. It's not nice. Not nice at all. Like, it's a lot of cool things, like using wolf spiders to, like, help be pest control. That's a cool thing. But just the idea of, like, them climbing up you? No. No, thank you. Galvantula's cool. Yeah, but Galvantula isn't a spider. Right? I feel like I'm correct in this one. Yeah, no, Galvantula isn't a spider. It's not got 8 legs. Which means technically it's not a spider. Right. Used to be both. You got scared of heights after you were afraid of planes. But your fear of heights has gone mysteriously after COVID. Ah, interesting. I mean, I guess that's a good thing. Not I guess, that is a good thing. I don't know, it's funny because, like, both people in chat are British right now, so this makes sense. Did you guys have those, like, year 6 things where, like, you go off to, like, one of those big, like, activity park area things for schools? With, like, a bunch of different things, like, I don't know, the one... I ended up going to 2. Because you know, I'll tell that story in a moment after I've explained more about the parks. Because they have stuff like zip wires, like massive zip wires. One of the ones I went to had like an archery range, quad bikes, like abseiling rigs and equipment. And like there's just like a camp that you stay at for like a week. like as you do like various activities every day. Yeah. But yeah, basically I went to 2 because I moved in year 5. Went to a sailing camp, so I guess that's similar. Yeah, no, it's definitely a similar vibe, at the least. But yeah, so think about the timing, it's weird, but yeah, no, I moved in year 5. Basically, in my first primary school, there was like the first thing, like that. There was okay, no, let me backtrack to explain this better. In the first primary school I went to, year 5 and year 6 both had different activities. Year 5 you went to one of those parks, and year 6 you went to the Isle of Wight. But then I moved, and the school that I then attended after that, their like special trip was in year 6 instead of year 5, which meant that I got to go on the trip in year 6 after. But it's funny because kind of funny, kind of weird, kind of. In year 5, I was fine abseiling. I went abseiling, I enjoyed it, it was fun, it was cool. But in year 6, I got too scared to abseil. I just didn't want to abseil anymore, and I don't know why. I don't know what changed. I don't know why all of a sudden I gained this massive fear of abseiling when I did it fine the year before, but like, it happened. Actually, you don't remember if you went to the year 6 one. But you know what it is. Fair. No, yeah, I went to both. It was fun, but yeah, I remember that on the quad bikes I braked too quickly, and like the handlebar slammed into my chest and gave me a scar. And it was funny because I had like a little scar above my nipple from that event, and then a little scar below my nipple from a cat that I used to own when she scratched me there. They both like mostly faded at this point. I think completely faded, really. I'm now nosy and I'm gonna check off the stream. But yeah, yeah. Weird how our brains work. It is. But yeah, no, like, I've just got like this vague, weird, like, flashing on and off fear of heights that only actively is a thing in certain situations. And, like, will happen and then stop happening sometimes. Like, sometimes I'll go on a plane, look down and be like, ooh! And sometimes I'll look on a plane, look down and be like, ooh! So I don't really get it. I guess it's just, like, what mood I'm in. If you got scared of planes after flying back from Japan, and flying into a typhoon and thought it was the end, holy shit. Glad you got through it, but that must... Fair enough. I cannot slate your fear of planes then. That is... Yeah, that is very understandable. I mean, I wouldn't really slate anyone's fear of planes anyway. I'm not really the type of person to mock people for, like, understandable fears. Because it's, like, only in the past century that, humans have even been able to do stuff like that. So we're very much not built for it in general. But that is a very understandable origin. Slates your fear of planes. How harsh, Worm. I'm gonna slate your fears, actually. What are you scared of? What are you scared of? I'm gonna insult you, Worm. What is your fear? Yeah, our hostesses were screaming and your mum and sister were crying next to you. You're in your chair just pooping yourself. Shit, that does not sound like a fun experience. Obviously. I do this awful thing where, like, when people tell me stuff, like bad shit, I'm always like, wow, that's not fun. And like, no, it's not. But I feel like I should probably get a better vocabulary. I always feel like that one scene of like Sokka turning to Zuko being like, well, my first girlfriend turned into the moon, and Zuko's like, that's rough, buddy. I relate to him. Pantophobia. A total absence of fear, of fearlessness. Imagine being scared of nothing. You have, like, no survival instinct. Imagine having no survival instincts. Couldn't be me. I have the best survival instinct, because one of my biggest fears is death. I'm like, that's a good thing to be scared of. You meant the opposite of that. Oh, you're scared of everything. Ah. Pantophobia. No fucking way. Wait, really? Why is there a one-letter difference between those things? That is so dumb. It's like a one-letter difference between, like, the opposing fears. I guess there's nothing to insult there. I feel like you've already got it hard enough. Psychologists got a sense of humor, I'll give them that. They do, but it's a nasty one. Because you know what roticism is? You know what roticism is, chat? No, elaborate. Roticism. Roticism is the condition where you can't pronounce your R's properly, so you pronounce them more like a W. You know? I can't remember which famous British host had it, but he did. But yeah, roticism is when you can't pronounce R's properly. Much like a lisp. Which, of course, if you have a lisp, is a hard thing to say. And I know there's another one. Fear of long words? Is it? Yeah, no, oh, how am I gonna say that? I'm not, that's the secret.
Hippopotamonstrosesquipedaliophobia.
You might not have been able to hear that well. Hippopotamonstrosesquipedaliophobia. That's the fear of long words. The fear of long words is like an extremely long word. These guys are just assholes. There's also abophobia, fear of palindromes, but that's... No, that is a palindrome, I'm dumb. Sounds like a wizard spell. Jonathan Ross, exactly. No. Okay. I read that before, and then I was like, oh yeah, Jonathan Ross did have it. So by the time I looped back round to it, I was like, yes. He does, but I was thinking of someone else. I can't remember who it was. I think he was like a nature... Maybe like Blue Peter or like Country File or something, maybe? I can't remember. This sounds like a... Yeah. It sounds like a wizard spell. And it's that's the fear of long words. And I feel like there are more examples of stuff like that. I wonder why that's... Like, I want to know who names these things. And why they're so mean. Why their heart is filled with such cruelty. It is kind of funny, though. I do like that one joke that's like, Doctor, Doctor, I've got a fear of backstories. Ah. So when did this all begin? Which I guess loops back into fears. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah. Brain cogs need to get back in order a bit, I think. Just got my brain cogs working a bit. Need to spin them a bit, you know? Isn't there like that one fear that like a duck is always watching you? Like no matter what you're doing or where you are, there is a duck. And it is watching. Honestly, if I had that feeling, I wouldn't be scared of it. I'd be at peace, you know? I'd like a duck to be always watching me. He'd be like my guardian angel, but instead of being an angel, it'd be a duck. I'd be like having a hard time, and then like off in the distance I hear, you know? And that'd be nice. Knowing that someone's always got my back. And that it's a duck. I like the videos of ducks eating and like drinking and stuff. Like those videos of ducks going like absolutely ham on like a bowl of water and peas. Right. Oh yeah, did you mention you designed your first D&D character for your work game? Yo, that's hype. Hell yeah. Well, what? Who are they? May I ask? Dude, I need to play D&D with my mates again soon. I, like, planned the one-shot last year, but I never got around to actually running it. Well, I never actually completely finished it. I never finished the battles. I finished, like, everything else, but I didn't finish the battles. But, I need to. Basically, Guts from Berserk. That is understandable. And also very cool. The duck is always with you, comforting, exactly. Big sword. Do you have the big sword? I don't know. I like reflavoring weapons as new weapons. Like, if you want to use a specific weapon, but, like, it's not actually a D&D weapon already, just, like, take a different weapon and make it into that weapon. Like, I'm sure there are probably many a bard with axe guitars and stuff. Reflavors your greatsword as a baguette. Dude, Fire Emblem Engage has added like some joke weapons into it, like a lollipop axe, a sword that's like a giant buster sword, but it's like a bar of chocolate that's been like cut at the end, so it's kind of got like a sharp bit on it. But my favourite one is a bow and arrow that looks like a croissant. And it's called the crossbow. Like, C-R-I-O-S-S, bow. Actually, you don't, but you'll have a chance to get it. You'll have his berserk armor, though. Oh, that's cool. Is he a barbarian, then, or is he a fighter? Full French part, exactly. Croissant bow. Yeah, croissant bow, called the crossbow. You need it. That's fun. Fighter. Yeah. That's fair. That's cool. I like fighters. They're like the classic. I remember one of the first times you got a 17 roll in strength and dex. Yo, that's hype as hell. Grung with no armors, fighting only with his frog legs. But yeah, I remember one of my first characters was the son of a famous knight, who ran off to be like his father. This was only in a one-shot, to be fair. Yeah, he was a fighter. And like he was this meat kid. He was level 1 because like he'd never really been in a fight before. That was like my kind of reasoning behind him as like a character. He had like basic sword training from his father and stuff. But the first few rolls he got, I got nat 20s. Like consistently through the first few rolls. Like the first like fight he had with the spider, instant nat 20. Which was very fun, as everyone else in the party was just staring at this kid who waltzed in and started kicking ass. Legend, he was. But yeah, I think pro tag vibes very much so. I don't know, you just want to make sure that your pro tag vibes don't outweigh everyone else's. I don't know, I'm always like way too conscious in a D&D session of like taking too much of the lead, you know? Like, I don't want to be the complete center of attention in a campaign. Because I want to make sure everyone else is like getting their time to shine. I remember in the first proper campaign I was a part of that my friend ran, like the first couple of the first like few sessions of actual story beats ended up centering around my character, and I was always like really paranoid that I was like taking too much attention. But he was like, dude, no. These are your sessions. These are sessions that center around you. And then after that, we're going to have sessions that like center around other characters. As we, and as we progress through the campaign, we had story arcs that focused on the other players in the session, and that was all fun. There was one funny good moment where like initially he'd planned for one of the other players in the campaign to have to like fight someone he grew up with, but when it came down to the wire, he roleplayed so well that my friend decided to change what was going on and have it be more of an actual reconciliation instead of a fight, which I thought was really nice. He managed to completely defuse a situation which was meant to be like a final giant boss fight. True, you think one of the guys is just doing Kratos from God of War? He got pretty OP rolls as well. That's fair. In that campaign that I was doing, we used a point buy system instead of like doing like the dice rolls, just to like make sure we were all more on like even footing. So if we did try to like pour a bunch into one stat, then we'd have to like sacrifice another one. Which I think is an interesting system, but I think that all the systems have like their own benefits at Day's End. Which is why there are multiple. Because it all depends on like how you prefer doing it. Because of course there is fun in doing the rolls, because like you might get like a really powerful character, or you might get a really weak character. And I always think that's interesting. Alright. I'm going to do this encounter, then I'm going to go to the toilet, and after I am back, we will continue with our shiny hunt. because who doesn't love a good old shiny hunt? I do. Alright. Yeah, I think if we're all noobs to this, the DM was pretty lenient, saying if we got ones on the dice, we could reroll. That's fair, that's fair. Smart way of doing it. Right, I will be right back. Make sure to stay tuned, because we will be continuing on with the hunt later. Not later, after I'm back. And we are back. Back again. It scented piss again. I'm gonna cry. Maybe I will have to do something in between streams, just to get it sorted. Because that is dumb. That is painful. That is irritating. I'm not a fan of it. An anti-fan, that's what I am. Despise. I saw an interesting thought experiment recently. Which stuck in my mind. And it was, how many seagulls would someone have to put in your house before you start suspecting that the seagulls appearing in your house are, like, maliciously done? Like someone's deliberately putting them in your house. They're not just, like, flying in there. It's not just a coincidence. Like, someone is deliberately putting seagulls in your house. Like, how many? How many would it take? You put the forbidden word D&D. No, yeah, it would have been D&D. That's why I censored it. Probably about 5. That is an interestingly low number. I don't know. I would, like... I think it would take me a while, because at first I'd probably assume that seagulls keep on just coming in, you know? 1 or 2? Someone put it there. Hundreds? You left the door open with food out. That is a fair take. That is a fair take. Although... I mean, I guess that just means you're in an area with a lot of seagulls, right? Yes. My strategy to dox people is working. I will locate you all. No? Oh. Well, then I think it'd be more reasonable. Because, like, sometimes there's, like, 1 or 2 seagulls around where I live, you know? But, like, there's not much. England, so yes. But not too many. I don't know, I remember my school used to have, like, a flock of seagulls that descended on it just after lunch. To, like, scavenge, which was interesting. Like, I feel like 1 or 2 could also just mean you'd left food out and 1, like, got in, you know? Like, I feel like that wouldn't necessarily mean, like, a whole flock of them would enter your house. Depends on how much poop there is. In what way? Like, what end of the poop spectrum are you becoming suspicious at? But yeah, I think it would take a while for me. Because I think that my first assumption would just be that something was luring the seagulls into my house, you know? Like, I had something out and about in my house that seagulls were like, I like that, you know? So I'd, like, start, like, making sure, like, scents weren't getting out and stuff. And I think, like, after I'd, like, locked things down a lot, I'd consider it. Like, I'd start to suspect that might be the case, but I wouldn't be convinced, you know? I wouldn't be like, clearly someone's putting them here. I'd be like, is someone just putting them here? You know? Although, George, fun fact I learned recently. Seagulls, not actually seagulls. What you think of when you think of the word seagull isn't a seagull, because seagulls, as we know them, they don't go out to sea for ages, you know? They always, like, stay on land. Like, land is their, like, main base of operations. An actual seagull, on the other hand, goes, like, right out across the ocean and stuff and spends most of their time out at sea. Which means that what you think is a seagull is just actually a gull. Just a regular gull. Just a regular gull. Just a regular gull. Which I guess makes sense, because, like, it's just the exact same guys kind of, like, at the dump, you know? I'm not sure if you guys have, like, this same issue, but, like, gull, a ball, exactly. I'm just imagining, like, an anthropomorphic seagull. Just, like... But, like, regular gull. You understand my, like, leap? Anyway, they, like, just hang around at, like, the dump. At my school, as I said, I don't live close to the coast. Anthropomorphic seagull. Yep, I did say that. Interpret that how you wish. Head of a beautiful lady, body of a gull. Oh no! Harpy moment, exactly. Top heavy that. Oh, like regular sized head? I thought you meant like proportional. I didn't think you just meant like a regular human head on a seagull body. Oh no. Poison Goomba, quite. Bonk. Is that the sound of their head hitting the ground? Or is that the sound of you instinctively jumping on them? Because one of those would make more of a mess. Considerably more of a mess. No, I'm not going to here. Yahoo! Stomps the abomination to rest. A kind duty. A kind duty indeed. Edward. It's the Cannon Goomba attack, according to Paper Mario. As in, like, jumping on the Goomba or bashing their skull in with a hammer? No! I'm glad that I can say one thing and everybody who's seen the specific TV show will immediately be put into, the Goomba attacking you, Arthur. Interesting. So my chair is, like, not shuffled over enough. And it's annoying me. The issue is, like, my desk is, like... One leg of my desk, like, the inner side of the leg is equal with, like... my, one of my, like, clothing units. So, like, I always try to put, like, one of the legs of the chair in, like, a nook between them. But it's always, like, really finicky. Ha 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 ha. I know her. To get it into that gap. Always annoying. But, like, I gotta do it, you know? It's, as some may say, it's the law. She has been summoned. She has. Now, how funny would it be if eventually this guy turns up shiny and you crit it? I don't think that'd be funny at all, personally. The issue is this Regice is a pretty mean catch, right? I do have a lot of Ultra Balls, right? Like, I know I don't have Thunder Wave. Like, I'm aware that Thunder Wave is not a move I have. I don't think so anyway, is it? I don't think so. I've got Full Swipe. I do a Full Swipe. Do not fear, Full Swipe is a move I have. No balls? Only 2. I've got 13 Ultra Balls, I've got 100 Repeat Balls. I feel like that's not going to work on a Regice though. 23 Dusk, 41 Great, 34 Premier. Obtain more, trade. Wait, unless one of my other Pokemon have, like, Thunder Wave. I can't remember exactly the setup, because I set this up months ago. I've got a Golem with Explosion named Elvis, if that will work. Yeah, I've not really got much to catch this thing, really. I guess I was just more hoping to wing it. I still kind of am. It's not going to have, like, a self-damaging attack, right? False Swipe Spore, T-Wave Recover. That's your usual catching mon. That is smart. Okay, yeah. In BDSP, it doesn't even get Explosion. Oh, it does get Explosion, I lied. It gets Explosion at level 78, though. It's like it won't have anything that damages itself, which is good. Ugh! Yawning. That's crazy. I mean, timables are pretty solid. Right? Oh wait, I know what I've done. I know exactly what I've done. Watch. So repeat balls are gonna work. I thought ahead. I've got just such a group. Clone. It is. And this is my remaining shiny box. Alright. Clone. Pardiot. Yeah, Peridot. After Peridot Steven Universe. Yeah, I think she's still my favorite character. Peridot's cool. I like Peridot. Alright. There are probably more accurate ones with natural gemstone in their chest, but yeah, it's fine. Need to be careful and not drink too much this time, I think. So I don't really like going to the toilet in the last half hour of the stream, and that always ends up biting me in the ankle. Or in the dick, I guess. Okay. There's something weird after Nightbot's name today. Oh, it's a verified tick. Why is it appearing so scuffedly? Bizarre. If you had a nickel for every non-rock type with gems embedded into their body, you'd have at least 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Yeah, gems are cool though, you know? Pokemon with gems in their body it's cool. And it's at least 3 that I can think of. Embed a gem into your body. Hell yeah. Encouraged. We're now like a weird cyborg, but not really. It's not like a cybernetic. Gemborg. That's my final answer. Dies of something. You're not a doctor. Not yet, at least. You think to be a cyborg, you'd have to replace something with the gem, not just insert it. I don't know, I kind of like the argument where if you pick up a gun and never put it down for the rest of your life, are you a cyborg? Like, if you always hold the gun for the rest of your life, you never put it down. Like, it's basically part of your body at that point, you know? So would that make you a cyborg? I guess it doesn't even need to just be like a gun. It could be like a knife. I mean, if you never use your hand again, you've effectively replaced it, so yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying. But if you put a gem in your tum-tum, no. I don't see how these situations are different. If you put a knife in your tum-tum... Don't do that. Don't put a knife in your tummy. You've just stabbed yourself. I really should have done better phrasing there. Fun fact, sus means stainless steel. I think it'd be suspicious. That's what I always thought. Stainless steel, like the knife you just stabbed yourself with. Like the knife I'm encouraging you to put in your chest. Just put it in there, leave it there for the rest of your life, and you're a cyborg. Genius. That's why they tell you to not take it out. Because if you leave it in there, then when you die, they can say, oh, he was a cyborg. Isn't that cool? You know? I think that's rather smart, personally. If you ask me, I think that's rather intelligent. Sus is short for Richard. That's true, actually. That's a good point. I've never gotten the scene out of my head where, Okay, you're having your PhD revoked. Joke's on you! I never had one. This is a fake. I'll just print out a new one. Come on, you gonna stop me? But yeah, that scene from the Lego Batman movie when Robin comes up to Batman. And, he's like, hi, I'm Richard, but all my friends call me Dick. And Batman's just like, yeah, kids can be cruel, can't they? I need to rewatch the Lego Batman movie. That movie's a bop. I fucking love that film. And the Daleks are in it, which is pretty cool. Lego Batman was ruthless. It was. Just like a whole film about Batman and the Joker using like very explicit romantic dialogue to refer to their relationship. Well, I'll be like, nuh-uh, it's because they're nemesis. But then, like, anyone who's been on the internet a long enough time knows exactly what a nemesis means. Knows exactly what an arch nemesis is code for. I fucking love that film. I might watch it again soon. I find it funny how, like, all of the Lego movies... Nemesis, aka enemies with benefits. Exactly. You got to go by? Fair enough, Brugger. I hope you have a great rest of your day. But yeah, Nemesis, enemies with benefits... Husband. Synonyms. All of them are synonyms. Ugh. When you yawn. Right. Synonym is a synonym for synonym. Can like a word be a synonym of itself? Does that even work? Because like technically they have the same meaning, but like they're the same word. There's a difference between the words. I feel like this... I'm gonna look up the definition, but I feel like this is a hold a man moment. A synonym is a word, morpheme, or phrase that means exactly or nearly the same as another word, morpheme or phrase in a given language. Aha, so it specifies it has to be another. And it can't be another if it's the same word. That doesn't make sense. That is actively illogical. Define another. Different. Separate from initial thing. If I have a can of Coke and another can of Coke, it doesn't mean I have one can of Coke. You know? I have multiple cans of Cokes. Can of Coke. Alright. Well, Google says it means an additional thing. And you can say synonym more than once. Hence it is another. Hence synonym times 2. I do not. I'm not on board with this. Well, are you a fan of Diogenes? Checkmate, atheist. I have no comeback to that. I have been epically owned. By Worm. And their intense Christianity. Catholicism. Right. Bing, ding, ding, ding. Bing, ding, 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 ding. Well, that's a thought. Like, basically Twitch view counts have, been a bit funky recently. Because, like, if you're not on a tab, Chrome has that tab in, like, sleep mode and, like, less active. Which means that, like, views have been going down because of that. So I wonder if that's been affecting YouTube views as well. Like, YouTube live views. I guess there's every chance. It would make sense if that was the case. I don't know, I feel like my view count's been higher the past few days though, so... I don't think it's higher today. But that's because YouTube hasn't actually flagged my stream as live for whatever reason, so... I really hope that's not a persisting issue. If that's a persisting issue, I'm gonna be fucking mad. Mostly because I do not know how to solve it. You see no downsides to this. Downside to what? Having less viewers? Like, it means if someone's watching the stream, Oh, okay, no. YouTube ate your threads. Yeah, it's been doing that. I apologize. Solution. Unalive the heads of YouTube Inc. Oh no. YouTube really did eat your threats, huh? Cannot say that strategy has the most legality to it. You said that, but with less polite wording. I can imagine, because I can read it this time. Yeah, not a bad strat. Rob, can you see their initial threat? Alright. Yo, Skybridge. Wait. Legal Schmeagle, eat shit, Red Boys. I can see that on the live thing, but I can't see it in the live chat. Can you see that message, Rob? Outside of the box next to my arm. Alright. Rob, can you see me? Can you see ghosts? Yo, I figured it out, guys. Rob can see swear word messages because he's got the Sylph scope. Of course. Dude, I like that, one clip where it's like a picture of like a beam of light shooting into the sky in like a news broadcast. And, you can see dead people. Oh no. I mean, I guess, oh yes, that I feel like that would be an interesting ability. Like, you'd have to wonder how bad of an ability that would be. Wait, no, there's a movie about that, isn't it? Paranorman, right? Isn't there, like, a jock archetype character in it who, at the very end, like, the kind of, like, popular girl archetype, like, asks him out, like, to go to the movies, and he's like, oh yeah, sure, my boyfriend can come too. You would just haunt the ghost. What are they gonna do? Die? That's a good point, actually. I never considered that. But yeah, I've heard that that's how it ends. I can't actually verify that's how it ends, but I've heard it is. And I like that immensely. I love the hair on my desk, I'm realizing it's cat hair. I can't help but wonder if the cat just climbs up onto my desk when I'm not looking. It is, hell yeah. And then other characters who can see dead people include Prince Bon Tasty Peach Uralis from To Your Eternity. I love Bon. I love To Your Eternity. Fuck! I forgot to watch the next episode last night. I think the season's over now. Shit, I'm gonna have to watch that tonight. Oh, but Vinland Saga's out too? You know what? I think I can watch Vinland Saga on the TV tomorrow. I realized the final of a show I've been watching called To Your Eternity aired. Not like the final, just the season 2 final aired last night, and I was not watching it. And I need to do that. And then there's a new Vinland Saga episode out on Netflix today, which is nice because they're actually doing a simultaneous release in it, and instead of just holding it back for fucking months. JoJo's! Who knows, maybe the amount of complaints they got, if they do end up with Steel Ball Run, they'll actually do a proper release for it. I saw a bit of that, I think. It looked really interesting. Wait, Villain Saga or To Your Eternity? Because these are two different conversations. Because they're two different shows. Very different shows. To Your Eternity is fucking great. I've said this like 17 different times, but it's because I can't stress it enough. The first episode is one of the greatest, like, episodes, like, isolated episodes of, like, anything I've seen in, like, a long time. All shows are the same if you squint and watch the other show. That's a good point, actually. But yeah, the first episode is fucking brilliant, and I'd really recommend at least watching the first episode. The rest of the series is really good as well. There are some really interesting concepts and stuff in it, but I think that first episode alone could be like a short film. As like one of the best like 26 minutes of entertainment I've ever seen. So would at least recommend the first episode. Would still recommend the rest of the show though. I feel like it's one of those shows that I don't have to... Like, one of those anime that you don't have to be like, but... you know? It's a nice one that actually takes itself seriously and doesn't, like... I'm, like, fact-checking in my head. Because, like, the issue is just, like, when you watch anime, like, a lot, you kind of become numb to, like, anime tropes, you know? Like, so there might be, like, a massive scene of fan service in it at some point, and you'll be like... You'll ignore it. You'll just, like, not consider it. You won't, like, consciously register it. And then you'll be, like, showing it to someone else, and, like, all of a sudden, like... She'll be running and her boobs are going all over the place, and, like, your friend is just, like, going... What? And you're just like, oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that. But I think To Your Eternity is just like one of those generally good ones. The parent effect, exactly, yes. Well, you can't contribute to this, but the girlfriend's been starting to watch Avatar. Hell yes! I hope you're enjoying it. Dude, I fucking love Avatar. Such a good show. Such a good show. Man, I love the Blue People film. No! No! Don't. No Blue People films. We're not talking about the Blue People films. Remember the one with the bald guy? Love that film too. Worm. What? Worm. You're... Yeah, not bad. You can see that was intended for kids, but it was pretty cool. That's an understandable take. My dad had that take when I showed it to him. I don't know. It... Basically, from what I've heard, the first season was, like, them trying to, like, get Nickelodeon to be like, yeah, you can do this. It had, like, other writers in on it and stuff. So, like, there was some more, like, standalone episodes. I think, like, the beginning, there's, like, a bit at the middle as well, and the end of the first season, like, the best of the first season. And then I think from there it gets a lot, like, better and more plot-oriented. It's still, like, kind of for kids as well. To be fair, you'd only watch the movie until you start on this. Oh no, that is not a good... That is not a good impression. But yeah, like, while it is still kind of made for kids and there are some elements like that, I feel like it does end up getting, like, a lot more mature and plot-focused as it goes on. Standalone is a fun word, it is. I don't know, I miss the days of standalone TV shows, honestly. Like... Part of me is getting the hankering to rewatch Adventure Time. Just because it's a nice standalone show, you know? Instead of, like, every episode has to contribute to this main plot. That Gravity Falls ended up cementing in old time. Freakazoid was great. As like a word? Or... Right. Oh, a cartoon standalone thing. Oh, understandable, understandable. Yeah, no, like, it feels like Gravity Falls came out, and then all of a sudden every show had to be, like, massively plot-driven, you know? It felt like there were very few shows that are, like, post-Gravity Falls that didn't just try to be, like, a plot-driven thing to, like, hook in adults, basically. Like, apparently they're bringing Phineas and Ferb back for a few more seasons, and I really hope they just make it Phineas and Ferb instead of trying to give it, like, an overarching plot or some shit. Because Phineas and Ferb worked because it was standalone. Because each episode was its own episode. And, like, there are occasionally callbacks and references, but that only made the callbacks and references, like, better because... like, you weren't specifically trying to analyze all the callbacks and references, you know? I guess it was probably, like, an act done to, like... what's it called? Get adults to watch the show to up the view count. I can only imagine that that was, like, the source of that idea. But... I love a good show like Adventure Time or something that's just like, every episode is its own thing. There are like some plot-focused ones, but like the average episode is just like another random glimpse into like the world, you know? I guess Doctor Who's also kind of good like that. Like, there is some continuity between Doctor Who episode, like, from one Doctor Who episode to the next. There is still continuity. But, like, realistically, you could just, like, watch, like, listen from Peter Capaldi's first season out of context, and you could still enjoy it. Does Listen even reference the Missy plotline? Not sure. I know it was like very limited references to the Misty plotline throughout. Just like a couple to keep you interested. Right. I'm so fucking hyped for November. Part of me starting to think maybe I should just like rewatch all of the Tenant. Not even rewatch. Because I only watched, like, the first season and a half of Tennant's tenure. Haha, Tennant tenure. The Missy plotline. Oh, my cat was... My cat was great in that. No, yeah, Missy is actively named after, Michelle Gomez's portrayal of the Master. That is Missy's name reference. I know that there's, like, a meme going, like, that has gone around in the past that's, like, call your cat Missile Launcher, or Missy for short. Missy's full name is not Missile Launcher, it is just Missy. Because she is named after the Mistress from Doctor Who. Because when me and Dad were naming her and her sister, we were like, oh, we should name them after, like, TV characters, because our cat before that was Alfie. Full name Gandalf. And Dad was like, oh, well, I'll name this one Missy. And I was like, okay, I want to name mine Gamora, because I really like Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are Bible fans, I know Worm is. But you know how that went down. If you did, if you do, no. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah is what I'm referencing. I don't know if that's where Gamora got her name from with Guardians of the Galaxy in Marvel Comics, but that was certainly what everybody thought of whenever her name was brought up. I remember getting really angry at a family friend because she was like, "Oh, such a pretty cat. Shame about the name." And I was like, "Dude, shut the fuck up." You thought it was you thought you were worried about Bible stuff. I don't really know anything about Bible stuff. Hence how I made that mistake. But yeah, definitely turned a few heads. Will not make that mistake again, that's for certain. Will research character name etymology before I name my cat after them in the future. Alright. Bow. Is Miss even in the room at the moment? Not sure. She might be, she might not be. E. 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 EA. EA Sports. It's in the game. No, it's a city. Yeah, I think. I don't actually know. I don't know about the Bible story. I never looked into the Bible story. I just know it's a thing in the Bible. And being paired with the name Sodom, I just feel like EA Jorts. I'm in pain. Yeah. And it's also spelt way differently. Yeah, no, I feel like I remember that part as well. Sodom, exactly. But yeah, that's like also why it annoyed me. Like I'm remembering now. Like that's another reason why it annoyed me. Is because like that's just spelled different as well. Like it's clearly different inspiration. But yeah, make sure to proof check your animal names before you accidentally name them after a Bible story. CahirLIVE top tips. But yeah, Missy, she's not got said issue. Apparently 2 cities smited by God, apparently, and also who cares? Well, exactly. Precisely, what the... No need to invest so much energy in the name of a cat. Proof checks your pet's names to make sure it's as horrendous as possible. I mean, if you're going for that reaction, then that is valid. Right. Trying to figure out if I'm going through my list of things to talk about too quickly and if I should save it for next stream. Well, not next stream, but like, because next stream's another Ranger stream, so I'll probably be pretty focused on my Ranger stuff. But the stream after that will be a raid stream, so that'll have plenty of talking in it, I'm sure. Because we will be doing a raid stream for the Decidui raids. If you guys want some 7-star Decidui. Because I want some 7-star Decidui. Well, a 7-star Decidui. Decidui. Decidui, exactly. Precisely that. It'll be cool to get. I do wonder when Home's going to come out. I mean, spring starts soon. We've got early 2023 and we've got spring 2023 as like our announcement dates. Sounds good. Not sure who to use. I mean, yeah, it's flying. Like, the Decidui is flying type. And of course it's going to have Ghost and Grass Stab as well. So, I've heard some people say they're going to use Toxicity. I feel like an electric type is generally a pretty good bet. Because obviously Rock is going to be a bad one. Ugh. But yeah. Sorry, I had to do a quick stretch. Gotta stretch out your bones, innit? You don't want your bones to get too short, because that would be unideal. What's Walking Wake type? Is it just water? In the raid it's just water, but Walking Wake is a water dragon, normally. Ugh. Which is why it's all dinosaur-like. I really hope we do get the other legendary dogs as well. I feel like we're gonna. I feel like most likely we will be getting it, but there's a part of me that worries we will not. But I guess we'll have to find out on that front. I wonder if they'll have fucked up, and when the Walking Wake event comes back around, if we can get another one. Like, people who've already caught one can get another one. Because we know that the raid event's been, like, done. So people who caught a bad egg, instead of, like, the actual Pokemon, can get a chance to catch it, but... Carly, hello, how goes it? I hope your week's been going well. Or your week's gone off to a good start. It do be Monday. Alright. But yeah, we're shiny hunting Regice today. You'll probably need to check something on maybe Shen Pao? Shen Pao's a good bet, actually. Yeah, we're discussing the 7-star Decidui raid at the end of the week. And who to use. I don't know, I'll probably slam together an electric type for it. Shen Pao might be a good option if I can't do that, though. What electric types do I have? I wonder. I was just staring straight at Miraidon then, to be clear. Just straight at the Miraidon. On the Pokemon Violet cover. What games do you stream? I'd like to see you try Terraria. I tried Terraria once when I was, a few years ago, but I only stream Pokemon. I'm a Pokemon streamer. Only thing is it's frail. Oh, that's a fair point. Right. But yeah, maybe I'll level up another electric type for it. Shenpao could be a good bet though if I can't think of anything. Unless I have any ice type shinies, I'm not sure. Well, I hope I can get an ice type shiny, but probably not. But yeah, I can probably just slam something together. Iron Hands is part fighting, so that's probably not a good idea. Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll be doing it in the evening on Fridays, so there'll probably be enough time for strategies to start to develop anyway, so I can just copy one of those if I want. Why think of my own idea when other people can have them for me? Then I don't have to build Pokemon. What does Ruination do to raid bosses? I think it just does a set amount of damage. Also, if you haven't noticed, it takes like 5 seconds for the newest message of the live chat to appear on screen. That is just stream delay. Can't really reduce that low. I think there's also, I think the chat is just a bit slow anyway. Have been aware. Time travel to reduce delay. You're right, Worm, actually. I should do that. I should beam my stream data back in time, so your messages appear on my screen before you've even thought you're going to type them. Which then creates a logical not a logical paradox, a time paradox, sorry. Because you see it on screen, so you're like, oh, I don't need to type it then, because he's already responding to it. But then I don't respond to it. No, but then you're not going to type it then, which means it doesn't get typed. What is this ad you're seeing? Oh no. No, I fucking hate YouTube ads. So you don't want to be a cat boy, it says. Eh? What's an ad for? Why not? I mean, yeah, some people might want to be a cat boy. I'm a tiger though, not a cat, so... Oh, it's on your little bro's Roblox account. Ah, okay. I thought you meant on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Roblox. I've never tried it, so I don't know how advertising works on it. Maybe it's just, like, paid for by some other user. But all of a sudden an ad like that makes more sense than on, like, YouTube. But yeah, I feel like ads have been getting worse on YouTube recently. Music has stopped. For no reason. Glad it stopped at the beginning of the song. Basically, you can, like, pay Roblox to show ads for your groups and games. Ah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, all of a sudden, I can more picture someone making that. I don't know, I always think about that one thing where it's like, that person who screenshotted a tweet, a promoted tweet, they're saying that they've been blocking all, like, corporate accounts to just get the good stuff. And it's like a user named, like, Pancreas Thief. And he's walking through a sewer with, like, a gun. And, the tweet text is just being like, I'm coming for you, Tom Hanks. I wonder if Tom Hanks has seen that. Like, I wonder if Tom Hanks has seen that tweet. If I ever meet Tom Hanks, I'm going to show him that tweet. I'm going to show it to him and see how he responds. Like, because, like, celebrities are starting to have to deal with, like, how the media perceive them. I feel like there was, like, a decent period of time where, like, it felt like celebrities weren't really that connected with what might have been going on with Twitter unless they were very on Twitter themselves. And, like, very on Twitter. Better make sure his pancreas is protected. Quite, yes, no, definitely. Like, apparently Pedro Pascal, like, every interview he's in at the moment, basically the interviewer always asks him, like, some variation of the fact that, like, the internet thinks he's, like, a DILF. And, like, I feel sorry for him that he has to deal with that. Hi, Missy, indeed. Is he not a DILF? I mean, like, that's not what I'm saying, but I mean, like, if he has to get that question asked, like, every interview, is he even a dad? Like, he plays as a dad often. Whether adoptive or literal. What does he respond with? I don't know, I've not seen those. I've not, like, fully seen the interviews yet. I've just seen people, like, talking about the fact. Like, I've only watched the Hot Ones interview. I don't really watch many interviews with celebrities. Very dad energy. He has very dad energy, he does. Yeah, no, the only interviews I really watch are, like, Hot Ones interviews. Because those are good. Because it's funny watching them eat. It's funny watching them eat the spicy wings. I enjoy that. I would go on Hot Ones just to try the spicy wings. Exclusively too. If you got a link with Hot Ones, hit me up. I want to try the spicy wings. I don't know, I know they, like, sell the sauces, but see the part where I'm not good on cash right now. I should probably not be, what's it called? Yeah. No brains. No brain thought. Not today. Last stab, exactly. But yeah, no, I probably shouldn't be spending money on hot sauces. Because I bet stuff like that costs a lot. Would Chi-Yu be good against the CGY with the Resist and Will-O-Wisp? Maybe as a support? I don't know, I'd say in general you'd be better off with, like, a more offensive Pokemon. Like a more mixed Pokemon. There'd probably be some, like, insane, like, buffs. Roblox is supposed to be a kids game, but it's mostly teens and adults in it. I don't know, I've heard there are a lot of kids in it still. But, like, obviously the thing is like, when... Like, I've not really done much with Roblox, to be clear. So I could be completely off with this. But my point is more like, you often hear more like, about corners of the internet you're already in. So you're probably hearing a lot about, like, other adults and teens who, like, play Roblox. Whereas kids aren't really on social media to do that stuff. Not sure if this situation could counter Chi-Yu. I don't think the fish wants to take a Shadow Ball. There's Gore games. I mean, yeah, but, like, that doesn't mean kids don't play it. Does it mean they should play it? It probably means they shouldn't. But, like, that doesn't mean the kid can't play it because of that. Do you want to say something real quick? Why have you not been saying things before? Especially as it boosts, especially as it boosts special attack for itself and opponents. Does Chi boost it, or does it reduce the opposing special attack? One of your friends made a RP game on Roblox. That is, I don't know, I don't get stuff like that, but at day's end, I guess it's people's own internet time. I'd say the issue is they've made it on a kid's game, so... Is there like an actively age-restricting thing you can do on Roblox, or...? What do you mean by like... Well, yeah, but you said it was like mostly adults and teens. And like no kids. Like... That's what you said, right? Yeah. I feel like that doesn't mean there are no kids in it. I feel like it doesn't mean like they're the majority. I feel like it just means that they're present on it. Anyway. But yeah, I'm sure we'll figure something out when like the day comes for the Decidueye raid. Maybe me and Rob can figure out a nice what's it called? Strat to one-shot it. That'd be fun. I don't know, 7-stars are a lot harder to one-shot though, to be fair. Have there been any 7-star one-shot builds, or have they just been like general slow takedown builds? Yeah, reduces special defense, which like by proxy increases special attack. Slowbro. Yeah, but did Slowbro one-shot? It did a lot of damage, didn't it? I guess if it didn't one-shot, it's probably because, like, being in a lobby full of other people, the opponent's going to take damage. I didn't really see it used solo. It's the score bunny. Oh, that's worked. That's good. You're gonna show footage of one of the score games? I don't really want to see it. I believe it. I believe that there's stuff like that on that game. I've heard fucked up shit about Roblox, but I do not wish to see it. Anyway, yo, I'm pretty sure, was it Chad who had it? Or was that someone else with the, Slowbro build? So I know someone had it to use that. I guess we'll see when, the raid starts, but I feel like we're getting better at, like, one-shotting raid Pokemon, so only a matter of time. Anyway. Well, see if I can't remember all. No, that's fair, that's fair. It was, like, well over a couple of months ago at this point. Because it was, like, at the end of, no, it was at the very beginning of January, wasn't it? Like, at the very, very beginning of January. So... I'm interested to see what the DLC of this, because, the second expansion is, like, around that school. That Blueberry Academy place. But I wonder how much, like, I wonder if it's going to add the Blueberry Academy and then, like, another area elsewhere to, like, actually have Pokemon to catch. Like, especially with it being titled The Secrets of Area Zero, it's got to have something about the secrets of Area Zero. So I wonder if there'll be, like, an Area Zero expansion at some point. I saw a theory that the legendary, by the way, if you didn't see your I Like Terraria in Discord, yep, I figured, assumed as much because you joined around the same time you said you would. But yeah, the legendary of that area is like that monk in a mask. I saw someone suggesting that it might be like the king. Of the original like emperor of the Poldean Empire, and like he got exiled and maybe like after creating the ruin Pokemon, and then maybe as like a consequence eventually like turned into almost a ruined Pokemon himself, and like the monkey's gonna be like the head of that group. Did I see the funny? I think I got distracted after the last stream, so I do not think I did. Maybe I'll check it out after this stream. But yeah, because I wonder if it's going to be like its own isolated Pokemon on its own isolated area or not. It'll be interesting to see. I'm looking forward to seeing the lore of the DLC. Always a big fan of the lore, subtle or overt in Pokemon games. Alright. $15.24. We'll see what time it is when I get to 15:30. Wait, no, we should just double check. I don't know. I don't like soft resetting until I've seen it land, you know? So I've seen the point when it would sparkle if it's gonna. So I do not want to miss it. I brought up like this clip of the streamer Patterrz. People still think we're getting Megas back. I think they may be coping. I don't know. I know that like Riddler guy hinted we would be getting Megas back. So, and like he's generally been kind of on the ball. So unless like he's actually been fed wrong information or something this time, we might. Or maybe it's something like there'll be another game this gen that has Megas in it, and that's what he's heard about. Because, like, to be fair, I think we'll be getting a Johto remake this gen. Like, I'm not certain, but I feel like they're gonna wanna do a thing like one gen we get like a newer remake, and then the next gen we get like an older remake. It was another game would be sick. Yeah, it would be. I don't know. I just hope they put as much effort into like another Johto remake as they did HGSS. I was watching this Did You Name Gaming video recently. They made like a one on like DS games, and like apparently with Heart Gold Soul Silver, originally they were planning on just making like a straight up similar one for one remake, but because people were like really hype at it. Because people were really hyping up the Johto remakes, they thought, okay, let's go above and beyond for this. And that's why Heart Gold Soul Silver are so much better than their originals, because they deliberately, like, put a lot more in the game to make it better. To make it a better game. And it would be a shame if like we got another JoJo remake, but they just didn't put as much effort in. Because I think it would show. I think it would really show. And just make Heart Gold Soul Silver like the undeniable better ones to play, which would be kind of sucky, I think. I mean, I guess it wouldn't, unless you're like emulating, because the originals are like extremely expensive, but what do you mean what? Like, if they... So Heart Gold Soul Silver remakes of Gold and Silver, and just generally like praised as like some of the best Pokemon games. Exactly, Rob says they're his favourite. So if they make another remake of Gold and Silver, but it's worse than Heart Gold Soul Silver, then like there's no point in playing the new one over Heart Gold Soul Silver, because Heart Gold Soul Silver has a lot more cool mechanics in it. Just be like pointless. Like some other remakes. They should remake Sword and Shield. You missed them. It's been so long. That's so true, actually. They should. Worm, you are spitting right now. You are so correct, actually. I never thought of that. They definitely should. I think everybody would be a fan of that. I can't think of anybody who would dislike that for a moment. We should get on the call, get on the phone with Game Freak right now and tell them to cancel whatever projects they've got on right now, because they should just remake. They should just remake Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield port. That's what they should do. Actually, they shouldn't remake it because they came out recently. So why don't they just port it to the Nintendo Switch? Genius. They should add essential mechanics again, but much like the Skyward Sword one. You just phone Mr. Freak. You don't speak Japanese, but you're pretty sure he said he'll do it. Wonderful news, Worm. I'm glad to hear it. Alright, final encounter, I say. Truly, this will be the time we'll get Pokemon Gun. Hopefully, man, hopefully. We can keep our fingers crossed for that one. Hopefully we can, hopefully we can. But yeah, that is 15:30, which is a rather round number. So I know we are about 10 minutes earlier than normal, but I do like ending my hunts on good numbers, so... But yeah, thank you all for coming. This has been a good one. I've enjoyed this one. As much as I don't think YouTube has promoted it at all, because it doesn't actually think that I'm live right now, for whatever reason. But yeah, I hope you've all had a great time. I certainly have. And I will next be live. Can't wait for the Reset 2023. But yeah, next stream will be this Wednesday, which will be more Pokemon Ranger. I feel like we're getting towards the end of that, so I don't know how many more streams are left, but I guess we'll find out. And yeah, of course, this Friday I will be doing Decidueye raids if you want to join that. But yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Goodbye and good night.